Hi, this is Rick Adams from practicalcsm.com, and I'm welcoming you to episode 49 of Customer Success Rants Musings, which is titled Smart Objectives. So an objective is really another word for a target or a goal or an outcome, an end result that we want to achieve. So if you look at the business motivation model, which is managed by the Object Management Group, you'll find, in fact, that goals are the bigger long-term outcome targets, like the strategic ones, and then you can divide them up into smaller ones called objectives. So an objective is like a smaller, more specific, more tactical end result that we're trying to achieve. And the idea of doing that, in fact, from the business motivation model, which I really like actually, is that we can then create a method for doing that, a set of tactics for how to achieve that objective, and then give that to somebody as a task. So a task should always have an objective, an end result. If you do the task, once you've performed it, this will be the result. So you could say that an objective is the result of performing a specific task. So how can we best define objectives? Well, the acronym SMART stands for specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time-bound. Now, I have seen some slight alternatives to one or two of those words. Those, I believe, are the most meaningful of the variations. You might have a different variation that you prefer, and that's fine by me. I have no issue. You do what you like. But that, to me, is probably the best translation of the SMART acronym. So what does that mean? Well, it means that if we create an objective that has these 5 qualities to it, then it will probably be well enough defined for everybody to be able to understand it and sign up to it. Okay, so for example, you can see here I've got an example of a SMART objective. Create a 50% increase in the sales of widgets in the Asia Pac region by the end of year 2025. So is it specific? Yes. Is it measurable? Yes, it is. Can we action it? Yeah, there's things we can do. Is it realistic? Yeah, it's not ridiculous. We've got several years in which to do it. And is it time bound? Yes, we've got a deadline. Okay, so we meet our 5 criteria here with this one. So for example, if it had said create a 50% increase in sales by the end of this year, I mean, it might be specific and measurable and actionable and time bound, but not realistic, for example. And if we just left out the by the end of year 2025, well, then obviously it would meet the first 4 criteria, but it wouldn't be time bound. Okay, and if we didn't say how much increase, well, then it wouldn't be measurable. And if we hadn't said it was widgets in Asia Pac, it wouldn't be specific. All right. And if it was something that we couldn't do anything about because it was, I don't know, overthrow the government of this foreign country, well, what am I going to do about that? I mean, there's nothing I can action to do it. Yeah. So it's not actionable. It's not within the bounds of my capability to do. But this is obviously talking about my company, so it is. Okay. So those are the 5 things. Now, actually, I'm quite a lazy person, so I like to simplify it. So my simplified outcome requirements, instead of bothering, if you like, with a SMART objective, I go for just 3 aspects: a quality, a quantity, and a deadline. So a qualities, I'm asking, well, what is it that's being required here? A quantities, how much of it do we need? And a deadline is by when must it be done? And again, if we go to that same sentence, the same outcome, to create a 50% increase in sales of widgets in the Asia Pac region by the end of year 2025, has it got a quality? Yep. The quality is the sales of widgets in the Asia Pac region. Has it got a quantity? Yes, it's a 50% increase. Has it got a deadline? Yes, end of year 2025. So in fact, those 3 outcome requirements, to me, kind of do it. Now, depends what you want. You choose, But I mean, I love SMART objectives. Don't get me wrong. I think they're great as well. So you could use the SMART objectives if you like the concept of quality, quantity, and deadline, because you can remember 3 things easier than remembering 5. Well, that's a possibility as well. I leave it to you. Anyway, there we go. So I hope you found that useful. If you did, please sign up at practicalcsm.com. Just click on the free membership. You can get access to many, many, many other assets, including a free chapter of my book. And stay tuned for more rants and musings in the future. So this is me, Rick Adams, saying thank you for watching or listening, and look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.